Hello, my name is Nada. Today I'm going to talk about cl0p ransomware. The cl0p ransomware is a type of a crypto mix chain. It was found by Michael Gillespie on the 8th of February 2019. The main purpose is to encrypt all files in an enterprise and request a payment to receive a decryptor to decrypt all the affected files. Demanded one of the highest ransom prices in history, and it was $20 million. This ransomware uses the AES and the RC4 algorithms to encrypt the files. The infection and propagation. The attacker sends the initial lures during the working days of the week to be sure that the victim in the organization will read the email and will infect the victim's device by it. It spreads and propagates into the network during the weekend because it is more guaranteed to not be detected. After that, cl0p ransomware targets another organization using the victim's stolen information, such as listing the current victim's customers, partners, or vendors. In this way, the other victim will be tracked if the malicious email was from the current victim organization. They will think that is a trusted source, so they will open the attachment that's sent with the email. The payload. cl0p ransomware mainly sends its payload in many various ways, such as phishing emails and spreading ransomware payload, posting exploitation by exploiting exposed or related vulnerable systems. This payload of this ransomware encrypts the data files on 3 different drive types: the fixed drives, removable drives, and the remote drives. So, how cl0p ransomware works? The cl0p ransomware actors behind the scenes, behind this crimeware, threaten to expose the stolen information in a public website called a cl0p leaks via onion router, the TOR, the hosted leak site, if the ransom is not paid. If the victim's data is leaked, then this website contains part of documents or screenshots as proof of compromising a device, plus a periodic release of the victim's data that happens until the dedicated time is reached. So either the victim pays the ransom or all the data will be leaked. The cl0p ransomware uses a broad malicious email, the mail spam, to select the possible victims from huge organizations. It exploits the vulnerabilities public-facing infrastructure to reach the victim's device. After reaching the victim's device, it can reach the network, then it can propagate to other devices. Exploited vulnerabilities. cl0p ransomware uses a cl0p, which is a file transfer appliance, to reach organizations, but this FTA is a vulnerable version, so the ransomware can exploit them to have the access to the victim's file, then to the victim's network. These are the exploited vulnerabilities. Number 1, the critical SQL injection via a crafted host header. Number 2 is the command execution via a local web service call. Number 3 is the critical server side request, the forgery. Number 4, the critical command execution via a crafted post. Ransom note. After encrypting the victim file, the cl0p ransomware put a well-named file that the victim will recognize, called the ransom note, with a .txt or .cl0p extension, and this file contains a warning to the victim and the multiple contact email addresses to let the victim communicate for negotiation. In conclusion, to prevent this type of ransomware, multiple actions and countermeasures needed to be done. For example, organizations must have cybersecurity tools to prevent malicious payloads. And the employees must be aware of which email attachment they can click on. And they have to check if the organization device system is frequently updated. Also, they need to check if the organization network has a firewall. And that's it. Thank you for listening.